अपना है अब हुसैन से रिश्ता जुड़ा हुआ, यूं ही नहीं यजीद के आगे खड़ा हुआ। झुकने किसी को दूंगा, ना ही खुद झुकूंगा मैं, है याद मुझको कौम से वादा किया हुआ। वो माओ बेटियों का भी रखता नहीं ख्याल, दुश्मन मिला है हमको ये कितना गिरा हुआ। So today we are going to start another disease of OPD, of obstructive lung disease, which is asthma. Previously, we have discussed about emphysema, and today we will talk about the asthma. Okay, so there are basically four diseases which lie in the OPD. Which one? Emphysema, asthma, chronic bronchitis, and bronchiectasis. So in my previous lecture, we will talk about the emphysema, and now we will talk about the asthma. So what is asthma? Asthma is a chronic inflammation of the airways, particularly the bronchus. Previously, we will talk about that. In case of emphysema, it is the inflammation of what? It is the inflammation of acini, meaning the alveolar duct, bronchioles, and respiratory bronchioles. Acini, it is the inflammation of acini. Okay, and asthma is the inflammation of what? Bronchus. Okay, so asthma is the inflammation of bronchus. And chronic bronchitis is also the inflammation of major airways like bronchus. It is also the inflammation of bronchus. And bronchiectasis is also the inflammation of bronchus, which may be either primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, or either tertiary bronchus. Okay? And we have discussed that emphysema is related to this part. Which part? This part emphysema is related. Emphysema is related to alveoli, alveolar duct, and respiratory bronchioles. And asthma is related to this part. Primary bronchi, it may be secondary bronchi, or it may be tertiary bronchi. Inflammation of this part. So, what is asthma? Asthma is the inflammation of airways. Inflammation of airways, particularly bronchi due to any irritant which can cause inflammation. Inflammation of bronchi due to the infiltration of inflammatory triggers. Which are the inflammatory triggers? Like leukotrienes, cytokines, and also the infiltration of eosinophil, basophil, and neutrophil. Due to the due to inflammatory triggers like cytokines, leukotrienes, and histamine, and also eosinophil infiltration, neutrophil. Eosinophil and neutrophils are basically present in the blood, and uh, they come into the lamina propria by the infiltration of fluid from the vessels into the interstitium. Okay, and now we will talk about the symptoms of the asthma. What is the major symptom? How can we Diagnose the patient on the basis of the clinical symptoms. In case of asthma, obviously there is a cough. But we have also discussed that in case of emphysema, there is also a cough. But in case of emphysema, there is a productive cough, means the sputum is present in the cough. And in case of asthma, there is a dry cough. The patient has dry cough, and also the main symptom is that the patient is coughing more in the morning and in the evening. Okay, so the more cough is during which time? During the morning and evening, during Utram and Vechram. Okay, symptoms: cough, dry cough, chest tightness, dyspnea, shortness of breath, and cough is more during morning and during evening. Cough is more. And during spirometry, the FE1 over FVC ratio decreases less than or equal to 12%. More than or equal to 12%. Okay. So during spirometry, the force expiratory volume is 1 second and force vital capacity value is greater than or equal to 12%. But in case of normal person, it is 75% or maybe 80%. But less than 75%, it may be a patient of OPD. Okay. Now, now we will discuss the pathophysiology. पढ़ना है आपने? जैसे लेना है आपने? आ जाए। आ जाए। Now we'll talk about the pathophysiology of the asthma, that how asthma occurs. So asthma basically occurs due to the type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. When the type 1 hypersensitivity reaction occurs, when our lungs are exposed to the repetitive irritants, okay, when our lungs are exposed to the repetitive irritants, then there are the more chances that there will be the that they elicit the inflammatory response. How they will elicit the inflammatory response? Now we'll discuss here. Okay, in this diagram, so that you can understand very well that how the actually asthma occurs. First of all, asthma may be due to atopic asthma or non-atopic. Okay. In case of atopic, the best example of atopic asthma is type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. Type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. What is hypersensitivity? When we are any dust particle or any irritant coming into our lungs for the first time, at that time maybe our lungs, our epithelial cells propel that particle, that irritant in the mucus, and this irritant will come out in our sputum. Okay, but when more and more exposure to that irritant, then sometimes it happens that irritant will cause the inflammatory response. That irritant will reach to the dendritic cell. When this is the irritant or any antigen Suppose during the first exposure, I am smoking first time, and this irritant comes to the reach to the epithelial cell. At that time, our epithelial cell will propel that irritant, and when they propel, this irritant may be removed out during the sputum. That's why sometimes sputum is good for our health. okay, in bulgum. And if the exposure to this irritant occur repeatedly again and again, then sometimes it happens that this irritant will attack on the dendritic cell in the epithelium of the bronchus. Okay, in the dendritic cell. Dendritic cell. When this irritant attacks the dendritic cell, then dendritic cell will stimulate what? Then the dendritic cell you can reach here. This is the irritant. Now you can reach here at the dendritic receptor, and this dendritic cell then activates the Th2 cell. Okay, T helper cell. Then Th2 cell will further produce the cytokine. This cytokine basically interleukin 4 and interleukin 5. Then the interleukin 4 will further move to the B cell of the serum. Okay. Then the B cell will further form the IgE antibody. This is basically the which immunity? Immediate immunity, not human immunity. In case of mediate immunity, there is a production of IgE antibody. In case of human immunity, there is a production of IgM and IgG. IgG and IgM in case of human immunity. But there is a immune response to any irritant like type 1 hypersensitivity. So in this case, the B cell will produce which antigen? IgE antigen. Okay, IgG. These are the IgE antigen. Now these IgE antigen will attack on the mast cell. Where? On the mast cell. Now they will attack on the mast cell at which receptor? At Fc receptor. Okay. On the mast cell, there are the Fc receptor, and on that receptor, the IgE antibody will attack. After that, in the initial stage of asthma, in the early phase, then the mast cell will produce histamine and leukotriene. Okay, we have discussed that during emphysema, what occurs? Obstruction. Obstruction to what? Obstruction to bronchus. It may be primary bronchitis, secondary bronchitis, or tertiary bronchitis. Need the bronchospasm. And now, which particle will cause the bronchospasm? The granules produced from the mast cell, released from the mast cell, contain histamine and leukotriene. This histamine and leukotriene will cause the bronchospasm. Okay, it will cause bronchospasm. And also they will cause edema. Now edema, how edema occur? Due to the dilation of the capillaries present beside near the capillaries present in the epithelial cell, they will dilate, and due to that dilation, the infiltration of the eosinophil, basophil, and neutrophil occur. Infiltration of neutrophil, basophil, and other blood cells occur, and due to this infiltration there will be the production of, there will be edema. When there will be the edema in the bronchus, then there will be the constriction to the bronchi. Okay, you are understanding? Okay. And also due to these irritants, there will be the hypertrophy of the goblet cells, and the number of goblet cells increases, and we have now that the goblet cells are responsible for the production of what? For the production of mucus. Okay, for the production of mucus.
इसका मैं बताऊँ, जो गॉबलेट है ना, इसका मतलब ये है कि ग्लास ऑफ वाइन,
ग्लास ऑफ
वाइन। तो अगर इस हिसाब से देखा जाए तो गॉबलेट मतलब ग्लास, और वाइन देखा जाए तो जाम, लिक्विड, वाटर या इस तरह, यानी कि म्यूकस। तो इस तरह भी हम याद रख सकते हैं इसको।
गिलास ऑफ वाइन तो मतलब कि हाँ वो आप अपना नजरिए बना के याद कर सकते हो, लेकिन गॉबलेट सेंस में ये क्या शेयर करते हैं,
म्यूकस।
म्यूकस शेयर करते हैं। ओके 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 म्यूकस ओके। After that, this is the early phase, and during the late phase of emphysema, when the irritants elicits the response, immune response, and after that, the epithelial cell will produce eotaxin, and that eotaxin are responsible for the activation of eosinophil. When the eosinophil will activate, then they will produce major basic protein, eosinophil and cationic protein. So when there will be the in the interstitium of the bronchus, when these proteins are present, then there will be the more edema, and when there will be the more edema and more presence of the cells, then there will be the more chance of the bronchospasm. So this is the pathogenesis of emphysema. How the emphysema occurs? Are you understanding me? Okay. So now we will have a quick review. We have discussed the OPD, the obstructive pulmonary diseases. There are basically four pulmonary obstructive pulmonary diseases. What? Number one is emphysema. Number two asthma. Number three chronic bronchitis. Number four bronchiectasis. And in my previous lecture we discussed about the emphysema. Emphysema is the inflammation of acini, and asthma is the inflammation of bronchus. So this is the acini mean alveoli, respiratory bronchiole, and alveolar duct. These are the acini, and the asthma is the inflammation of bronchus. So this is the bronchus, primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, and tertiary bronchus. Okay, this is the inflammation of bronchus. And also chronic bronchitis also the inflammation of bronchus, and bronchiectasis is also the inflammation of bronchus. Now we will talk about that. What is asthma? Asthma is the inflammation of airways, inflammation of airways, inflammation of airways. Okay, particularly bronchi due to any irritant which can cause inflammation due to inflammatory triggers. Which are inflammatory triggers? These are the inflammatory triggers. Okay, then direct cell, interleukin 4, interleukin 5, eosinophils, histamine, leukotriene. These are the inflammatory triggers. Okay. Now, other than we have discussed the symptoms of the emphysema, the symptoms of asthma. So, what are the major symptoms of asthma? Dry cough. In case of emphysema, there is a cough. Productive cough means the symptom is present in the cough. And in case of asthma, there is dry cough. And cough is more severe at the morning and at the evening time. Okay. Now, and during spirometry, the EB1 over FBC ratio is less than or equal to greater than or equal to 12%, and the normal value is of spirometry for a normal person is 75 to 80%. This is a clinical test spirometry. Okay. Now this is the complete mechanism also. Any irritant attached with the dendritic cell, then the dendritic cell with elicit immune response, it will attach on the Th2 cell, then Th2 cell will release cytokine, interleukin 4 and interleukin 5. Then interleukin 4 will attach on the B cell, and the B cell will produce IgE antibody. This IgE antibody will attach on the mast cell and the Fc receptor of mast cell. Then the mast cell will produce histamine and leukotriene, and these histamine and leukotriene will cause bronchospasm and dilation of the capillaries and mucus buildup. Okay, there will be more mucus buildup. So the bronchi will become narrow for the movement of air. And after that, this is the early phase. During the late phase, basically in asthma, there is a one hypothesis. Which hypothesis? Hygiene hypothesis. So this is point to remember, hygiene hypothesis. Hygiene hypothesis. What is hygiene hypothesis? If the during childhood, when the baby born, during the early days, when the baby has more exposure with the bacteria, that's why our city people जो हैं, जो हमारे हुक्मरान होते हैं पिछले जमाने के, वो अपने बच्चों को देहातों में भेजते थे ठीक है, ताकि वो मट्टी के साथ खेलें, उनका बैक्टीरिया के साथ एक्सपोजर हो। इसलिए जो देहाती लोग हैं वो निस्बतन, अगर वो किसी भी काम पे जाते हैं कहीं पे जाते हैं, वो निस्बतन कम बीमार होते हैं मतलब उसके जो बिल्कुल नीट एंड क्लीन इन्वायरमेंट बना होता है। जब किसी बैक्टीरिया के साथ मेरा ताल्लुक ऐसा पड़ेगा, मेरी बॉडी उससे जवाब क्या बनाएगी, इम्यून सेल्स बनाएगी, ताकि वो फ्यूचर में उनको डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकें। और जिनका बचपन में बैक्टीरिया के साथ पाला नहीं पड़ा, जो बच्चे खेले कूदे नहीं है मट्टी में, उनको लेट स्टेजेस में लाइफ में, लेट लाइफ में उनको ये इम्यून डिजीजेस हो सकते हैं, ज़्यादा होने के ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं। दिस इज द हाइट हाइपोथेसिस। और आजमा जो है ये इसी बेस पे ही लाई करता है, ठीक है। अब मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ ड्यूरिंग लेट फेज, ड्यूरिंग लेट फेज ऑफ आजमा the when the repeated exposure occur to any irritant, then this irritant will initiate the immune response, and epithelial cell will produce eotoxin. Then eotoxin will activate the eosinophils, and that eosinophil will produce the major basic protein and eosinophilic dependent protein. This protein will cause further edema, and there will be the further blockage of the bronchi. So that's all.